Alright, today we're doing Jungle Udyr. This guy is my favorite jungler, possibly even my favorite champion in the game. He's adaptable. He's just awesome. I'm gonna show you why I love him. He'll speak for himself. He'll speak for himself. Anyway, doing my typical wolves and blue start. Now, typically with Udyr, you want to do either Phoenix or Tiger, depending on what you want to do. They're essentially they do about the same damage. Phoenix is better for clearing, in my opinion, because it has awesome AoE and it gives you bonus attack damage. So you're not only are you hitting things harder, you're AoEing them as well. So you're clearing camps. And you're clearing camps quicker, and you clear them faster. Tiger is good for, I would say, early ganking, because the damage on it is pretty significant. You get like 1.5 times your attack damage in a DOT, which is pretty sweet in my opinion. I typically go, like I said though, I typically go Phoenix because I clear better and I typically just do better with it. The difference is with Phoenix, to get the most damage out of it, you have to hit the opponent at least 3 times, whereas Tiger stance, you just need to hit them once and the DOT is active. And that's why Tiger is good for early ganks. A tactic to do with Tiger stance is, since you charge it, it's charged for a few seconds just by activating it. So what you can do is you take Tiger and then go take Bear Stance at level 2 for an early gank. You hit Tiger for the active, and then you hit Bear Stance. When you hit them with Bear Stance, you'll stun them and apply the Tiger DOT. It's a very nice maneuver. I never do it though because I always go Phoenix Udyr. I used to go Tiger Udyr all the time because I would always go for their quick ganks at level 2. I'm trying to get this Zyra. She has low mana. I can probably, if I can get up to her and land my alright, I'm gonna go in. I can probably, no. If I can land the stun, I can either kill her or make her use her flash. Until then, I'm gonna hit my Wraith so I don't fall far behind. As you saw in my last jungler video, I believe it was Fiora. One thing you want to do when you're jungling is maintain a good sense of your camp timers. Okay. So I'm hoping you want to maintain your camp timers so you know when to go to them. Since for example, right now I'm chilling. I'm just waiting in this bush, waiting for a chance to hit Syndra. She may or may not have warded, but basically I can just go back to the. I just go back into the jungle and clear camps during the time that I'm wasting. So I'm losing out on XP and gold, but not as much as I could be. See, very little effort to clear camps. The problem with Tiger stance Udyr is that all of your damage is basically in the first hit, and then all you have going for you is increased attack speed. I'm going to try and sneak up on Nidalee. It didn't work. Nope. I'm just going to eat all these traps. Nope. I'm just going to eat all of them, so now she has to put more down. I'm just going to wait in Baron. They can't really do anything with that. I don't see Syndra coming up. I don't see Nidalee may be coming down, but Trundle was bought, so I'm fairly safe from him. I'm gonna try just looping around, see how smart she is, or dumb. Anyway, let's do this. Hi. Alright, I want to back off. Ooh, that's gonna be close. Alright. I was confident in my ability there because Turtle Stance gives me a shield and a bit of a lifesteal effect. I like to build Udyr supporty. In this case, I'm going to go for Heart of Gold. Actually, no, I'm going to go for the Philosopher's Stone for sustain in the jungle, because I'm going to... Actually, no, I can go for Heart of Gold, because I have a Kali mid. I can just keep taking my blue buff. So yeah, there's that. Indecisive Udyr. Another thing to note about Udyr is you'll notice I'm using the Primal skin. This is the only skin worth having on Udyr. The Classic skin is okay, and the Black Belt skin is just a terrible, terrible recolor. That's... Riot, I'm sorry, but that skin is abominable. I don't even... I saw that skin. The artwork looks really cool for it, but the in-game model is just, what is this? I don't even...
An enemy has been slain.
I'm gonna see if I can get a gank bot. And Primal is cool because obviously you can see I change my skin every time I... Alright, I'm gonna go after Corky. Nope. Okay, I'll stun you then. And you're done. Successful ganks all around. The thing about Udyr is Bear Stance is amazing. You stun any target at once every 6 seconds. What is it, 6? Yeah, it's 6. I'm gonna fight Trundle. I'm gonna zone Corky. I have no mana. I need to back off. Ooh, that was close. If that was a big one, I probably would have died there. But the trick there is Corky was too afraid to go in because he knew I could just turn around and stun him. So he didn't commit as much as he could have, which is good. I'm gonna drink some potions or eat potions. Are potions food or drink? Who knows? Anyway, here we go. Oh, I made a terrible mistake. I thought I had the mana for turtle form. My bad.
Do not deny your
I'm just gonna go back and buy a health regen item. I don't remember what it's called. Regrowth pendant. There it is. In the hopes to build a Philosopher's Stone. I like to build. I like to build gold per 10 items on him in the jungle, and then build tanky with a little bit of damage in there, maybe from a frozen mallet or something. The reason for that is since I'm going Phoenix Udyr, the bonus attack damage and ability power from activating Phoenix Stance pretty much makes up for. It pretty much makes it so I don't have to build damage in this. I pretty much have it already in my kit. And along with the utility of my stun and this sustain from my shield, I don't really need to buy anything else. And mutual kill mid. That's okay. I have blue buff. I'm gonna go claim my red buff and see if I can land a gank somewhere. Problem with my Udyr is since I opt for the gold pretend. Sorry, I'm kind of tired, so my thoughts get away from me. I opt for the gold pretend build, so that delays my phage, which gives me slowing power, which gives me sticking power when I'm chasing people. So I sort of rely on red buff until I have the phage. That's okay because I take the extended buff mastery. But see, look at this damage. I don't even need to smite it. And typically I level Phoenix and then Turtle because I like the sustain. Sometimes I'll put extra points in Bear before completely maxing Turtle because the increased movement speed will help me gank. I'm going to try and go in on this. If I can land the stun, she's going to lose. I'll see if I can do this. She's running way the hell over there. I'm going to cut her off and hope I don't run into a Trundle. Even if I do... Okay, Colin needs to be careful here. Well... Or she can just kill him outright, that's fine. I'm gonna see if I can fight Trundle. And I can! He's gonna lose. He can't win this fight. Jump on him. I swear to God, Akali. Jump on him. Jump on him. I'm gonna keep vision. Akali, jump on him. Oh well. I think he had his red buff on, so I'm gonna check anyway. Yeah, he had his red buff. Oh well, almost got him, and he now knows he can't duel me. I don't like tooting my own horn all the time, but I'm actually a pretty good Udyr player. I know how to duel pretty well. It's basically just cycling between 3 auto attacks on your Phoenix, then you're just cycling between Bear for the stun and W for the shield, and some minor sustain. It basically puts you ahead in a duel. Oh, she's coming down here. Nah. Problem with Nidalee is she's really hard to gank because her Cougar form has that pounce on like a 0-second cooldown. She also has traps that she can place everywhere. You step on them and they have vision on you for like 2 years. So she sees where I am for a very long time. And she has the Cougar stance jump. She's really hard to chase. You either need reliable stuns, or you need reliable stuns and move speed buff, or a gap closer. I happen to have a move speed buff and stun mixed in one. But I also need the damage to go with that, and the problem is Yorick top is really good at sustaining himself and winning duels outright, but he doesn't really have that high amount of burst damage or anything. Alright, so I'm going to try and go in on this, even though she's worth like nothing. I hope she turns... Alright, now I'm going to get her. I have to get the assist. Okay. So Syndra's basically shut down right now. Which is good, because she... I don't know... I haven't seen very much of her, so I don't know how good or bad she is, but I feel like she's decent, and whatever hope she had of being a threat or a relevant champion in this game is quickly going down. She is most of our 8 kills. I'm going to see if I can come in on this real quick. Gotta bait the Tarek stun. Alright, he's done. Oh, I got a kill. We're gonna dive? Oh yeah, I'm diving. I got Vayne. No, I'm leaving. I'll take the hits for you. Worth it. I killed Corky. Worth it. I probably could have played that a lot smarter, but we were committing that far, and my philosophy is, if you're going to commit like that, might as well go balls deep. So I'm going to take a quick second point. Yeah, I'm going to take a quick second point, because after reading this, I just now learned something about my favorite champion. Taking points increases the duration that your movement speed is out. Alright. So I'm going to buy the Philosopher's Stone and my rank 2 boots to maintain my speed, and to lower that stun duration on Tarek.
That is our path.
The thing about playing champions like Udyr is that you're typically the quote-unquote tank of your team, so it's a toss-up of whether or not the enemy team will be throwing their crowd control at you at all. But in this case, since Tarek has a targetable stun and we're still in the laning phase, I don't like being stunned for very long because I like to keep moving. So just in case he decides to target me or clicks me poorly, I like to be able to just pull out of that really quickly. I'm going to see if I can turret dive Trundle with my buddy Yorick. If he recalls, it's not going to happen. Oh, he's so done. And this is where a... Nope, you're done. Got him. Oh shit, that's a lot of damage. So Nidalee hurts. Her Cougar Stance Q is basically like an execute ability on a short cooldown with retarded ratios. Nidalee is a fine example of the kind of champion design I don't like in this game, where you do high damage without having to actually build damage. She can just build straight up tank, and her Q, mixed with the low cooldown of her pounce and such, will just give her outright ridiculous damage. Champions like this are also seen in another example of this is Darius. The difference is Darius is actually okay to play against because his power is what he has in power he lacks in mobility, whereas Nidalee has both power and mobility. So while Darius is super powerful, he's also easily gankable. So he's kind of balanced out in that sense. And he's also easy to kite, whereas Nidalee has way too good of escape and chase power, and way too high damage without actually building any damage. And I just don't like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm complaining about a useless issue. Maybe Nidalee actually sucks and I'm just bad at fighting her, but that's just how I feel.
That is our path.
Alright. I have about a third of my HP, so I'd say I'd say I'm fairly safe in a turret dive against the Syndra. And by that I mean I'm going to leave because I don't feel like being stupid because Trundle's right there. I could have turned on that, but I decided against it. I regret nothing. Unless my team dies, in which case, sorry, but you did have wards.
Your control.
I don't know. I get asked a little bit what my ELO is, and according to friends and apparently charts and statistics, apparently I'm mid-1200s, and I'd say that's about accurate for my playstyle. I feel like I could be one of the... I don't know if I could be one of the top players, but I feel like I could pretty easily make it to gold. My problem is I don't take the game seriously enough, and I don't do all the... I don't put forth the extra effort required to making it into that sort of ELO. So, I mean, take that into... Alright. Gotta focus on the game, gotta focus on the game, gotta focus on the game. Ooh, that was a nice flash. What made her use flash? The way I feel about ganks is it's successful based on one of two things. Did they die? If not, did they use a summoner spell? If yes, to either of those questions, the gank was successful in my opinion. Unless, of course, they used summoner spells and killed both of you and your teammate. In which case, gank, not successful. Akali's getting big, which is good. She can... Oh, damn it. I hate it. I really do. I hate Nidalee with a passion. And I just mixed two thoughts there. Happens. But yeah, Nidalee is just ridiculously annoying. You can't fight her. Right? You can't really chase her. She does stupid damage without building any damage. And I don't know. She's just all around an annoying champion to fight. I'm gonna head back. Or I can join the fight. I'll join the fight. What's up, bros? Oh, we're doing this. The only problem is they have a heal and I don't. And I don't really have any resistances built up yet, so I'm taking a little too much damage. That's okay though, because I plan to rectify that very soon. Because remember the Nidalee Cougar form Q, the claw attack that I mentioned, that I was complaining about earlier? It's physical damage. And the other big source of their damage is Corki, also physical damage. So I want to finish my Shurelya's Reverie, and then I'm going to build a Chain Vest. That's my plan right now. I should probably check how much this costs. 550 plus 7. I can go buy both of those right now. I typically finish Shurelya's pretty quickly on champions like Udyr, because the problem with Udyr is while he's a really good fighter champion, even with his bear stance, he's pretty easily kited and not all that mobile. Items like Shurelya's really help that, and not just with the cooldown reduction that makes me hit bear stance more often, but also in the fact of, or not with the active that makes me move faster, but with the cooldown reduction that makes me move even fast. That makes me move even faster. So it increases my chasing power in multiple ways, and it's just I mean, I still have a gold per fight item in the Heart of Gold. I typically wait to build Randuin's till end game, because Randuin's is made better based on how much resistances you have, and in the end game I'll have more resistances because I'll have built more defensive items. So I'll wait to make Randuin's better, because I feel like Randuin's isn't that great. Oh, fuck you, bitch, you're done. Or not, because the pounce is totally fair. Anyway, I'm just going to activate all her traps. I don't even care.
Our instincts are razor sharp.
Yeah, I promise I'm not bitter about that. I'm going to wait to do my blue buff until this trap wears off. I don't need Trundle sneaking in and stealing it.
Our rage is beyond your control.
Oh well, okay, so Vayne and Akali are getting big. That's pretty much the end of the game for the enemy team. Vayne does crazy ridiculous damage and she can sustain it, and Akali does crazy ridiculous burst damage. You have an AD carry like Vayne and an assassin like Akali get big, there's really not much you can do. You'd have to have some kind of crazy AoE team with, I don't know. I really don't see the enemy team coming back from this. And I'm not just saying that because it's 20-7. And there's the surrender, and that's sort of how you play Udyr. Didn't really get to showcase a lot, but I think it's effective.
Victory!